Have you ever wondered how one of the world's most powerful empires began? It all started, not with a grand army or an inherited throne, but with a dream. A dream in the heart of a man named Usman Ghazi. Let us journey back in time to uncover the story of the visionary leader who laid the foundation for the mighty Ottoman Empire. Usman was born around the year 1258 in the town of St. in what is now modern-day Turkey. He was the son of Usman Ghazi, the leader of the Kai tribe, a group of Oghuz Turks who had migrated west to escape the Mongol invasions. From a young age, Usman was immersed in a world of frontier life. He wasn't just a prince. He was a warrior, a leader, and a man of deep faith. He learned the arts of horsemanship, swordsmanship, and strategy from his father and the seasoned warriors of his tribe. But more than just combat skills, Usman instilled in his son the values of justice, courage, and unwavering belief. Growing up on the borderlands of the Byzantine Empire, Usman witnessed constant skirmishes and the complex political landscape. He learned to be a keen observer and a strategic thinker. As a young man, he was known for his bravery and his charismatic personality, which naturally drew people to him. He spent a great deal of time with a respected local religious leader, Sheikh Edebali. It was during his visits to the Sheikh that Usman's destiny would be revealed in a legendary dream. One night, while staying at Sheikh Edebali's home, Usman dreamt that a moon rose from the Sheikh's chest and entered his own. Then, a massive tree sprouted from his body, its branches growing to cover the entire world. Beneath the tree were mountains, and from the base of these mountains flowed great rivers. People drank from these rivers, irrigated their fields, and built cities. When Usman recounted this dream to Sheikh Edebali, the wise sheikh interpreted it as a divine sign. The moon was his daughter, Balahatan, whom Usman would marry. The tree symbolized the vast empire he was destined to found, an empire that would provide justice and prosperity to people across the world. This dream became Usman's divine mandate, fueling his ambition and guiding his actions for the rest of his life. In 1281, upon the death of his father, Usman was chosen as the new bey, or chief, of the Kai tribe. He was only around 23 years old, but he had already earned the respect and loyalty of his people. He inherited a small territory, a humble beylik, but he had a grand vision inspired by his dream. His initial strategy was not one of reckless conquest. Instead, Usman was patient and methodical. He forged alliances with neighboring Turkish tribes and even with some local Byzantine lords, known as Tekfurs, who were dissatisfied with the central authority of Constantinople. Usman was a master of diplomacy and warfare. He would offer his neighbors a simple choice: accept the peace and protection of Islam and his rule, or face him on the battlefield. Many chose peace, attracted by his reputation for fairness and justice. For those who resisted, Usman's Ghazi warriors, fueled by faith and the desire for expansion, were a formidable force. His early campaigns were small-scale raids, designed to weaken Byzantine defenses and expand his influence gradually. One of Usman's most significant early achievements was the capture of the fortress of Karacahiza. This wasn't just another military victory, it was a statement. After conquering the fortress, Usman established it as a center for his administration. He had coins minted in his name and had the Friday sermon, the khutbah, read in his honor. These were powerful symbols of sovereignty, signaling to the world that a new, independent power was rising in Anatolia. This event, around the year 1299, is often considered by historians as the official birth of the Ottoman state. Usman's momentum began to build. He understood that to create a lasting state, he needed to control key strategic locations and fertile lands. his gaze turned towards the major Byzantine cities in the region. One by one, small forts and towns fell to his forces, including Bayalchik, Yahasa, and In Egil. Each victory brought more land, more resources, and more warriors flocking to his banner. His army was a unique blend of tribal horsemen, volunteer Ghazi fighters, and loyal companions who had been with him since the beginning, like his son Orhan, Connor Alp, and Turgat Alp. The Byzantine Empire, though weakened by internal strife and other conflicts, couldn't ignore this growing threat on its eastern frontier. They finally decided to confront Usman directly. This led to the pivotal Battle of Baphius in 1302. A large Byzantine army was sent to halt the Ottoman advance. But Usman, with his smaller yet highly mobile and motivated force, outmaneuvered them. He employed classic steppe tactics, using hit-and-run cavalry attacks to disrupt the larger, less flexible Byzantine formation. The result was a decisive victory for Usman. The Battle of Baphius was a monumental turning point. It was the first major field battle between the Ottomans and the Byzantine Empire, and Usman's victory announced his presence on the world stage. It solidified his reputation as a brilliant military commander and attracted even more Ghazi warriors to his cause. The victory opened up the fertile plains of Bithynia to Ottoman conquest and effectively isolated major Byzantine cities like Bursa, Nicaea, and Nicomedia. Following this victory, Usman's strategy shifted from raids to sieges. He knew that to truly control the region, he had to capture the fortified cities. His ultimate prize was the city of Bursa. A sprawling, well-defended city, Bursa was too strong for a direct assault. So Usman did something remarkable. Instead of a bloody, all-out attack, he initiated a long-term blockade. He built 2 small forts overlooking the city, cutting off its supplies and communication with the outside world. This siege lasted for years, a testament to Usman's patience and strategic genius. Sadly, Usman Ghazi, the founder of the dream, would not live to see its greatest early fulfillment. As his health failed in his old age, he passed the command of the army to his son, Orhan Ghazi. It is said that from his deathbed in St. Usman's final wish was to be buried in Bursa. In 1326, after a siege that lasted nearly a decade, the city of Bursa finally surrendered to Orhan. True to his father's wish, Orhan made Bursa the new capital of the burgeoning Ottoman state and buried Usman there in a silver-domed tomb. Usman Ghazi's legacy is immeasurable. He started with a small tribe and a powerful dream. Through his courage, faith, strategic brilliance, and unwavering commitment to justice, he transformed that tribe into the foundation of an empire that would last for over 600 years. He was more than a conqueror. He was a state builder. He created a system that was welcoming to people of all backgrounds, as long as they were loyal to the state. The empire he founded would go on to stretch across 3 continents, shaping the course of world history for centuries to come. The mighty Ottoman Empire, in all its glory, grew from the seed of a single dream, planted in the heart of a visionary leader named Usman Ghazi. Thank you so much for joining us on this historical journey. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about the fascinating figures who shaped our world, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a new video. We'll see you next time.